Here's the third approach. This is the one that should work and doesn't. How many accountants have we got here? Solicitors? Bankers? Financial advisors? Welcome to the holy quadruplicate. Solicitors, bankers, financial advisors, accountants. If I ask any of you, where is your best source of referrals coming from, you'll say the other three. But if I actually sit down with you and explore and say, how well is that working, you will all bitch and moan. Because you'll all say, oh, I'm giving loads of referrals, but I'm not getting any back. I have no idea where these referrals are going. But here's what's happened. You all have your own holy quadruplicates. You all have people who could refer you, who are well placed to refer you. For example, I have referral relationships with sales speakers, would be a good example. I've got some guys that I work really well with. Jeff and I have referred a lot of business two ways, because Jeff talks about marketing, I talk about networking. They complement each other. So you have referral relationships. But what happens with most of those relationships is you turn around to each other, you say, you know what, we should refer each other. What a good idea. Yes, we should. Let's shake hands on it. Fantastic. I'm going back to my job. And then we ignore it and we just wait for the referrals to come in. We don't nurture the relationship. We don't keep each other to account. We don't keep on ensuring that our competition, who are also interested in those same relationships, are not finding room to have that same conversation. We take our intermediaries for granted. That's the one that should work, and it doesn't, and it's fixed very simply. Can you imagine, for the professional services people I mentioned in the room earlier, if you, with your people you have referral relationships with, if you met with them once every 6 weeks, and you had a half-hour meeting with a really short agenda that said, who do you want to meet this month? This is who we want to meet this month. How are you getting on with the people I've referred you to in the last 3 or 4 months? Here's how we're getting on. Can you see, if you did that on a regular basis, the difference that would happen in those relationships? But we're lazy. We don't bother with that. We're complacent. We just think it's going to happen. We can sit back and allow it to.